going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Willis going to throw it right away. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Jones. And some room to win up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard. Make it 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll go again to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff, Swift running to the left. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
Seven Pirates.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
1st and 10, Willis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go street.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. He's got the 1st down and more. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Back to throw, Willis.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down, it's Willis.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, Swift.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
They go play action with Willis.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle, Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
To throw, here's Willis. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Willis from the gun on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Austin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Calvin Austin as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Willis. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down, come back, halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Once again, it's Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play, and that's a -4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, here comes Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, track.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He's got a man, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 52 yards. And the Titans are able to at least get one score back. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Willis. This is caught, it's Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Right back to the air with Willis. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Here's Willis on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
And what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases